We will be talking about what secondary school transition is and why it is important. We'll also be explaining the common worries about transitioning and how we can manage worries of children transitioning into secondary school.
We are a service based in Southwark and part of South London and Maudsley NHS Foundation Trust. We work with young people and parents and carers of children experiencing mild to moderate mental health difficulties. We offer 6 to 8 face-to-face or virtual sessions to support young people and their well-being. The sessions are based on cognitive behavioural principles, particularly how our thoughts and feelings affect our behaviour.
So, what is transition and why is it important? When we talk about transitions, this can be anything from transitioning from nursery to school, school to university, and from university into a first job. We go through several transitions within our lives, and these can cause several worries. It can be useful to learn tools to cope with the common worries we will face. We are focusing on the transition from an early age, specifically primary to secondary school. This can be a useful resource for any other transition your child is experiencing.
So, what is anxiety? Anxiety is a feeling of unease, worry, or fear. When experiencing anxiety, we tend to overestimate the chance of danger and underestimate our ability to cope with the danger. So, for children transitioning into secondary school, they may overestimate the worries of transitioning and underestimate their ability to cope in a new environment.
Anxiety has 3 characteristics: bodily sensations, anxious thoughts, and anxious behavior. Anxiety also affects us in different ways. For bodily sensations, children might misinterpret this as something bad. They may experience bodily sensations such as a racing heartbeat, sweaty palms, or they may talk about having an upset tummy or headaches. They can also have anxious thoughts, such as, what is going to happen? What if I get lost or make a fool of myself? Their anxious behaviors might include asking lots of questions about what their new school is going to be like, or avoiding attending taster days.
There are several common worries that young people may have around transitioning into secondary school. Some worries we often see are around making new friends, strict teachers, getting lost at a big new school, lessons being more difficult, and homework. You can ask your child about these worries through asking questions and being curious, with the aim to understand more and being non-judgmental or blaming. Some examples of these questions are, what worries you about going into a new school? Or what would you tell a friend if they were going through the same thing?
Children who might be feeling worried about transitioning into secondary school might act in a certain way. They might repetitively ask you the same questions about the transition, such as, what is my new school going to be like? Or why do I have to change schools? They may also avoid conversations about changing schools, or avoid attending taster days or secondary school open days. They may even avoid going shopping for school clothes or stationery. Children who are really worried might become clingy to you towards the end of the school year, or even withdrawn. They might not want to attend any end of school events.
So, how can you help your child? We will now discuss some preparation and relaxation strategies for helping your child if they are worried about transitioning at school.
There are several preparation strategies that you can try to ease your child's worries. For example, you can try thought checking. This involves asking your child questions such as, how realistic is this thought? What is the evidence for it? What is the evidence against it? And what would you say to a friend if they had this worry? You can also try asking your child how they would cope if this anxious thought did actually happen. For example, how would they cope if they got lost finding their classroom? Getting sleep back on track is also very important, particularly after the summer holidays, and it can be a good idea to start getting your child's sleep routine back on track 2 to 3 weeks before school starts again. Physical activity will also be useful in helping your child ease their worries, but is also good in initiating a sleep routine. Activities such as playing football, going to the park, or going for a walk might be useful. You can also try practicing the practical steps. This might involve practicing getting up and ready for school, or practicing the school walk or commute, and you can also make links with the school if you need more information about the first week. Finally, it is important to remember to stay calm and confident in yourself, as children take a lot of cues from adults. It is important to not let school talk take over everything else, which can be easily done when children are worried about things.
Now here are some relaxation strategies, particularly muscle relaxation and grounding techniques that can help your child relax. This could be a good point to pause the video and try this with your child, and we can do these together. Firstly, we're going to squeeze a lemon. This is a muscle relaxation technique for your hands and arms. Pretend you have a whole lemon in each hand. Now squeeze it hard. Try to get all the juice out. Feel the tightness in your hands and arms as you squeeze. Squeeze hard, don't leave a single drop. Now hold for 10 seconds. Now relax and let the lemon drop from your hands. Feel how much better your hands and arms feel when they are relaxed. Secondly, a muscle relaxation technique for your shoulders and neck is hide in your shell. Now pretend you are a turtle. Try to pull your head into your shell. Try to pull your shoulders up to your ears and your head down into your shoulders. And hold it tight for 10 seconds. Okay, you can come out now. Feel your shoulders relax. Finally, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is a grounding technique, which can be quite calming. This involves identifying 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, perhaps the chair you are sat on, the floor underneath your feet, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste, perhaps the juice you drank earlier.
You can find our service on our webpage below. Our website provides more tailored resources to your needs, such as building self-esteem, managing exams, and you can find our referral form here too.
And here are some more resources should you want some more support. There's the South London Maudsley NHS Foundation Trust and CAMHS websites. There's Young Minds, which is a charity that supports children and young people's mental health. They also have a resources page to support parents and carers in the secondary school transition. There's Samaritans, which is a helpline, and Kooth, which is an online counselling platform for children and young people.